Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Annabelle based in Sydney. I am on a quest to find food that is both delicious and healthy. I've been on OMAD for almost 2 years, so I haven't had food for about 22 hours. Let's go out and hunt for some food.
This is a big shopping complex called World Square near Chinatown. Look at those Christmas decorations at the ceiling. At the end of each year, I always look forward to Christmas decorations. They always lighten up my mood. This is a restaurant called Miso Japanese restaurant. They specialize in Tonkatsu Bento sets. This restaurant has been around for at least 10 years. They have survived the lockdowns of the pandemic, so that means they must be doing something outstanding. Look at that picture on the wall. The pork looks tender from the pink center. On the right hand side of this picture, it is counter for takeout customers. They have daily specials at roughly about 20% discount. However, it is limited. If you want it, you have to get there early. At the left-hand side is where I entered as a walk-in customer. Here I get to learn a new word, Taishoku. It just sounds like a bento box, but it's still interesting to learn a new word. And here is what Tonkatsu means. It's a little like chicken katsu, bread crumbs on the outside and protein on the inside. I ordered their chirashi sushi and tonkatsu set because it says very popular and it has their famed tonkatsu loin. And then I got the veggie lover bento because I am all for healthy food and I love how Japanese prepare their vegetables. My order took about 15 minutes to arrive, which was decent. This is a 4 generous-sized salmon sashimi with ginger, wasabi, fish roll, and fried egg threads. This is their tonkatsu pork loin with some cabbage salad and lemon wedge. Some dainty mushrooms, yogurt with fruit dices, potato mash, some sauce for the tonkatsu, and soy sauce for the sashimi. And finally, it is the miso soup. Well, first things first, let's try their specialty, the tonkatsu pork loin. The inside looks juicy with a generous layer of golden crust on the outside. Let's try it without the sauce first. The outside crust is crunchy, the inside is chewy. The pork is juicy, but the umami pork flavor is faint though. The thing I like about this texture is that the pork is just firm enough for it to be satisfyingly chewy. Let's try with the sauce. The sauce is thick, sticky, sweet with a hint of savoriness and sourness. The complexity in the sauce definitely complements the lack of flavor in the pork. The sauce and the tonkatsu together makes it more enjoyable. One gives the flavor, the other gives texture. Look at that golden crusty crust. Oh my god. Yum! There is just something special about this combination of salmon sashimi, soy sauce, wasabi, and crunchy pickled ginger. The salmon sashimi is soft, creamy, luxurious. The soy sauce, it gives it savory umami. Ginger gives it a spicy, zesty punch and crunchy texture. Lastly but not the least, the wasabi. Wow, it is spicy and in your mouth it gives off this volatile substance that travels up your nasal cavity and hits your smell receptors. It is spicy like a hot mustard and it irritates your nose and tongue just a little bit to make the whole mouth feel exciting. Man, this combination is so classic. I can never get enough of it. Some mushroom with sesame seeds and bean sprouts. It is full of the mushroomy umami flavor. Wow, This is why I love Japanese vegetables. The way they prepare them really honor the original flavors of the veggies. The sauces or seasoning, the way they cook, only aim to enhance or complement the vegetables. The yogurt looks gelatinous and sticky. It is very smooth, which is a plus. However, it is on the sweet side of things. If you are on a ketogenic diet, stay away from it. It is surprisingly good. They've added some vegetable pieces in there. There are corn, shallot, and carrot. They're all fresh, crunchy, and juicy. It's great contrast to the mushy texture of the potato. However, what is most impressive is that they've kept the original potato aroma in there. Now, I love that aroma in combination with the mealy texture of the potato. It is a great combination of both texture and taste. It's definitely the best potato mash I've had in years. Now, usually I don't go crazy on miso soups because they're really high on sodium. Yeah, okay. It's salty but drinkable. Next up, we have the Veggie Lover Bento. Look at the big variety of veggies and colors. It definitely looks very appealing. The price is $24.80. Is it actually worth it? We'll see at the end. That watermelon looks like a premium cut from the center of a watermelon. Look at how red that is. The texture is so delicate. It's as if once my teeth break the outer layer, everything else just collapses into a puddle of a sweet watermelon juice in my mouth. This is a veggie tempura with pumpkin inside and some sticky sauce drizzled on top. This is king mushroom tempura. The outside is crunchy and the inside is a little chewy. The king mushroom is cooked to be succulent and it has the mushroomy aroma. The brown sauce is sweet and a little citrusy. Because tempuras are deep fried in oil, so the outer crust can be too oily sometimes. The tanginess in the sauce cut through the oiliness for you. That is a great idea for a tempura sauce. It's not sweet potato. I thought it was sweet potato. Look, it's carrot inside. Isn't it interesting to be surprised by what's inside of a tempura? It's like opening a gift box. It's juicy with a hint of carrot sweetness. Okay, for this one, what do you think is inside? I'm guessing it's eggplant. Nope, it's not. It's actually sweet potato. The texture is starchy with a hint of potato sweetness, just the way I like my sweet potato to be prepared. Well done, chef. The way they cut these cucumber pieces exposes the flesh, giving it an excellent skin to flesh ratio. It's not pickled, leaving it simple but juicy and fragrant. Now this one is definitely eggplant. Okay, it is a little too oily and I can't really taste the eggplant flavor. Spring roll. The skin is still crispy even though I left it there for about 10 minutes. However, the veggies inside is close to non-existent. In fact, it's so little, it just blends in with the skin. I can't tell what exactly they put in. This crispy skin tofu is promisingly thin. The crispy crust and aroma from the Maillard reaction will be enough to balance out the often bland tofu innards. Wow, in fact, for this one, the innards has a pleasantly strong tofu aroma by itself. Another quality piece. That's it, guys. In summary, I have to say the tonkatsu picture on their wall looked more enticing than what was served. But nevertheless, what I ate was decent. Tonkatsu in general isn't the type of dish that blows my mind. But if you dig this type of dish, I would say this is probably the most tender you can find in a middle-class Japanese dining in Sydney. If you are a veggie lover like me, I would recommend the Veggie Lover Bento. Most elements in it are great quality in that they use quality ingredient and bring out the naturally wonderful taste of the plants. The prices are definitely on the high end of the spectrum for bento boxes, but depending on what exactly tickles your fancy, it could be worth it. One slight disappointment today, however, is that the pleasant service typical of a Japanese restaurant was missing. Maybe the waitress's smiles were there but just hidden behind their pandemic masks. Overall, this restaurant gets a score of 7.5 out of 10 from me. I would come back when I feel like some quality Japanese Taishoku.